I'm Sharon Siskin, and I'm assistant professor of studio art and art outreach, the Artist to Citizen here at University of San Francisco, and I co-teach the Artist to Citizen program with Richard Kamler, and it fills a need for students to complete cultural diversity and service learning classes at University of San Francisco campus, and it fills the need of our visual arts students to be able to do that as artist citizens. And the project that Tiffany did in our class is connected to what we're talking about, which is the Star Productions project. So, and it's an exemplary, it's a great example, it's a wonderful example of some of the great projects our students are doing. That's it.
Great. That's all. Thank you so much.
Sure. We live in a culture that's really driven by youth and a youthful look, and I think, especially in American culture, that we don't place enough importance on how much life experience and how much wisdom there is in somebody's years. Not that there isn't in somebody who's youthful. We also place a lot of importance on how things look, and aesthetically, I think we've been taught that it isn't okay to look old. And so as people look older, in particular as women look older, I think they become more and more something that's our society, that American culture doesn't notice. They're not noticed, they're not asked what they think, and they're not treated in the same way that they might be treated when they're much younger. So I think it's a really missed opportunity for American culture that we don't honor elder people in our culture the way that some societies do, like Native American society in particular. So it's a missed opportunity of learning, especially that bridge of, grandchildren to the grandparents, for instance. There's a missed opportunity of learning a lot about, what's important in life and what to look out for in life, and just carrying on those stories. I think because of the way we're set up as a culture also, that we live with our nuclear families, that many of us don't live with the older living generation of our families, and so we've lost that connection that way also, and it's sad. My thoughts on Star Productions are that it's a really brilliant, spectacular project that is very needed in our culture. And I think, Tiffany, you have you serve a real need. I've worked in long-term care facilities and senior centers in the past. I've actually spent about 15 years working in long-term care facilities and senior centers, teaching art to older adults through community college outreach programs. And I'm really thankful for those years. I feel like I learned a lot from being with older adults, and I feel like that I brought a lot also just by bringing art skills to that community. It's just to people and they're continuing their education. That people that I worked with didn't necessarily paint before, but ended up, continuing their education as painters, and added a lot to the dialogue of, what it means to be a painter and be 80 or 90 years old. So for me, it was really a great experience, and I think it was a great experience for them. So knowing that you're walking into a place where seniors are living, an assisted living community, and offering them, a way to make their memories visual again, to take what's in their memories and what they have as photographs that help assist their memories, and to animate that, to make it live again, is a real gift. And it's a gift to them personally. It's a gift to us as a community that we get to see it. And it's a gift to that small community at Sunrise, because they get to know each other in ways that they don't know each other, because the residents there know each other as older adults, some who are now disabled, and they don't know what each other were like unless they've talked to each other about it when they were younger, what their lives were like. It's an opportunity for them to find people that are kindred spirits in that community and get together with them and just have a deeper appreciation and understanding of each other. for me, it was a real gift to come to the opening night and to see those films and get to know some of the residents there, and also to bring my daughters, who are much younger than these people. My daughters are 8, and those residents, many were 90 or 95, and for them to have the opportunity to actually hear women that age speaking about their lives. I think my daughters loved it. They really loved they loved watching the film, and they loved being in the space. They actually thought Sunrise Retirement Center, whatever it's called, Assisted Living Center, was very beautiful. And they said to me as we were leaving, "This is a really pretty place. I hope I'll get to live here when I'm old." But I think really they responded to the physical nature of the building, but I think they also responded to the feeling in the room that night. They were really turned on, and they felt like when they were old, there would be an okay place for them to be. And I think it has a lot to do with the film and the whole, the filming that you did with the residents, but also the atmosphere you created that night. Yeah.
You are giving the people, the residents, a chance to express things that maybe even they didn't know they wanted to express. Maybe they had forgotten completely about the whole range of things that they've experienced in their lives. And because no one else, or very few people probably, have asked them to focus on their own experience of life, they just didn't think about it. And you've given them this opportunity to consider and to reflect and to feel what it means to be a person who's had a life in this world, in a world that's rushing by so fast that how many of us actually do sit down and think, what am I doing? What have I experienced? What do I have to give the rest of the world? And what do I need from the world? So you're providing an opportunity, and they are providing you with amazing
resources. She continued on saying resources. Preserving good history of real people that we read about in history books or media. To be continued. They destroyed my project, my biological family, and pretty much everyone who thought they had some reason to put revenge on me. Tiffany Sanchez. This is Tiffany Sanchez. And that was my project, Star Productions. Preserving the human resource of a generation that is disappearing. The elderly.